It's been over 2 years since my breakup, and I haven't been on a single date. Wait, actually, that's a lie. I've been on one, and it was a measly coffee date with a woman I only spoke to. But that's the story for another time. For a long time, I literally told myself it was because I'm not ready. Like, I'm focusing on work, I'm trying to go to the gym. I'm just trying to figure life out, man, and I don't have time for a relationship. But, like, as I've been doing these videos and being more self reflective, I've honestly been wondering if that's actually true. And I think the real reason is that I'm scared. And it's not scared of dating, but honestly scared of rejection. And I think that's something I've always been afraid of. I hear a lot of advice from people saying to just put yourself out there. And when I go online, I see the same sort of advice. Just put yourself out there. Go on dating apps, go on Hinge, go Bumble, all that bullshit. I don't know. I don't like dating apps. I don't know if I ever will go on dating apps, but if it gets desperate enough, I might just. But for now, I think I'm okay to not go on dating apps. I've heard more bad things than good. So people were telling me, then okay, then go talk to that girl. Go shoot your shot. If you see someone attractive, go shoot your shot. The worst she can say is no. It sounds simple, right? But wallah, if it was that simple, I don't think so many people would struggle with it. When my relationship ended, I thought, I went through the normal stages of grief, but I honestly thought when I was able to see past her and able to think, okay, maybe I can have a relationship with someone else, I thought that I'd eventually just wake up one day and feel ready again. Like there'd be a moment where I'd think like, okay, I'm ready. It's time to get back out there. But that moment like never really came. Instead, life just kept moving and moving. I went to work, I went to gym, I spent time with friends, I worked on my YouTube channel, and before I knew it, time had passed. Time flies so quick nowadays, you don't understand, it flies like it's nothing. It's been so long since I've like spoken to a woman in a romantic sense, and still it feels like it was just a year ago when it's actually been 3. That's crazy. Wallah, that's actually insane. Whenever someone asks me, have you met someone yet? I always have an answer. I've been busy, I'm focusing on myself. I enjoy being single. And to be fair, some of those things sometimes are kind of true. I mean, I do enjoy my alone time now more than ever. I've started to do more stuff alone and find enjoyment and fulfillment in doing things alone. For the first time ever, I went to the movies alone and it was actually a great experience. So I might start doing that more, And to be fair, some of those things are true, but they're not the whole truth. I honestly think I'm scared of putting myself in a position where someone gets to decide whether I'm enough. I know, relax, bro, relax. It sounds dramatic, but that's honestly what rejection feels like. I'll see someone I find attractive and I'll look at her and I'll be like, damn, that girl fine as hell, dog. And I'll give her a couple stares, but you know what? Before I even think about saying something or even walking over, my brain just starts going haywire. It goes, maybe she's just being nice. Maybe you're reading the situation wrong. Don't make her uncomfortable. Leave it. Maybe she's not interested in you. Maybe she's just looking at you heck. Maybe she just all the stuff that all the stuff that you can think of that's negative, my brain will think it. And guess what happens? My body follows. He shuts down. So I just leave it. I look at her, I look at the girl, and I just walk away. My experiences have trained my brain to protect itself from any future pain, especially when it comes in a form of relationship and rejection. But you know what the funny thing is, man? Like, even if a girl was interested, I'd still genuinely convince myself she wasn't, and I kind of did for one instance, but that'll be in another video. And I don't think it's because I lack self-confidence. I think it's because like the overthinking is safer to me than finding out the truth. If I never ask, I'll never have to hear no. The problem that comes with that is that I'll never get to hear yes. How do people even meet someone anymore? Like, how every time I see people in a relationship, I think, how did they meet? How is it possible that these two met? And I think to that, maybe he wasn't scared of rejection. Maybe he asked her out. Or maybe he got lucky like I did. And it just sort of naturally became a relationship. Maybe two friends became a relationship. You never know with people. I don't know what the circumstances are. Or maybe they got introduced to each other by friends of friends. Or the usual dating apps. I go to work, right? I go to gym. I hang out with mates. That's pretty much my life. But honestly, I used to think there was something really wrong with me because I wasn't dating. I don't think that's true. I think I've just become too comfortable with the idea of being single. Comfortable like being alone. Comfortable with the routine I have. Train my brain to be comfortable to avoid situations that make me uncomfortable. And comfort is strange because like comfort protects you. Without comfort, your brain would not be protected. But the problem with comfort is that it keeps you exactly where you are. Truth is, man, I don't know when I'll date again. Maybe it will happen next month, next year, maybe it will happen next week. But what I do know, I don't want fear to be making my decision for me forever. Because if there's one thing that life has taught me over these years, is that some of the best things that happened to me started with me doing something that scares me. Maybe dating deserves that same chance. So I'm going to challenge myself that the next person I see, I find attractive, and that they are giving me hints and they're giving me signs, I'm just going to go up and talk to them. And even if it's as simple as just saying, I just want to tell you that you're very beautiful, that's it. Like, I just want to challenge myself, and this is me putting up on video that I'm going to go challenge myself and do that. Even if I get rejected, it is what it is. And honestly, man, like, the problem with me is that I worry that like women will judge me. Like, part of me thinks that I have to have everything figured out before I deserve to put myself out there. I need a better career, more money, more confidence. But the older I get, the more I wonder if I'm just moving goalposts because it's easier than just risking rejection. My brain tells me that you have to have your life sorted out before you can even attempt to approach a woman. But I'm rejecting that ideology because you never know when you're ready, and the right woman will always be there for you no matter your circumstance. I'm going to start taking more risks when it comes to dating and women, and even if I get rejected, that's okay. I'm not saying I'm looking for a relationship, but I'm going to start putting myself out there and just seeing what bites. And I'll do that before I even hop on a damn dating app. But if it gets really bad, you never know what could happen, Ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid to talk to each other. Don't be like me. Don't be afraid of rejection. Because those who are afraid of rejection will always find 50,000 excuses not to do something. So tell yourself the 1 or 2 excuses to do that thing. So like Nike said, just do it. You will, in 20 years, 30 years, hell, even in 5 years, 1 year, 2 years, no one's going to give a shit. So go out there and do it. Whether it is talking to a woman, going for a new job, chasing your dreams, starting that YouTube channel, starting a business, just do it. Because down the line, you're not going to regret doing it. You're going to regret not doing it. And you don't want to live a life full of regrets. As Kendrick said, Miss Regrets, I believe that you done me wrong. Miss Regrets, can you please exit out my home? Miss Regret, I'm better off alone. Man, that guy's a genius.